My name's Dylan, and I am a Silver League Zerg. Now, once you get done laughing, you're going to probably ask yourself, what can a Silver League Zerg teach me? Well, as a Silver League Zerg, I've noticed that a lot, number one, almost everybody's better than you. And everybody has advice, and everybody has different advice, and everybody will tell you things assuming that you've got the skills to be able to do them when you don't have the skills to be able to do them. Now, you can get build orders and you can work on your build orders and things like that, but then when you're in contact, and fighting, all of that goes out the window. And so what you need to do is you need to work your mechanics at the same time as you work handling your army, at the same time that you're getting an understanding of the game, and most important of all, at the same time you got to be having fun at some point. Okay, now sure, you can take an hour and play you a bunch of practice games against the computer, and that's fine and highly encouraged, but sometimes you need to go have some fun. Okay, this build is not really an all-in. You can transition out of it. I'll show you how to kind of transition out of it. It's not a super duper build. High-level players will look at it and laugh. They're going to laugh. They're going to say this is stupid. They're going to call me stupid. That's fine. What this is going to do is going to give you enough stuff that you can kind of manage it all and teach you to manage the different aspects of the game at the same time. And that's one of the most important things. Mechanics, and then that. You can practice your mechanics all the time, but they break down as soon as you get in contact. This will help you be in contact a little bit better. And, just watch. It's going to be about 10 minutes. Just, tag along, watch, and see what you think. We're going to go against a hard Terran. Unfortunately, they will not wall off, but that doesn't matter. They'll have a relatively good army, and we'll be able to do a little bit of micro. The main thing is we're going to feel like we're kind of playing. We're going to have fun. Remember, the game is all about fun. This is going to be real standard. If you play Zerg, this is a standard Zerg opening. Okay, I'm going to hotkey my hatch. I set my Overlord to 8, send him out here to scout. Just going to build drones up to 9, like normal. We're going to set our hotkeys here. Even though we're not going to probably be using those down there. Whoops. We're late on that guy. That's okay. Next guy we're going to make into an Overlord. And also shift egg him onto 8. If you don't know about that, you can take an egg and you can shift click it into a group before it's hatched. Which is very cool as a Zerg. Now wait for our Overlord to spawn. There's our Overlord. 2 more, so now we're at 12 drones. Nothing special. You guys, Zerg players, have done this 10 million times. Now we get close to 14, we make our first little mini decision. We look at our food. Okay, we're at 120. So we're probably going to build our hatch. Right now we're good. Now notice I pulled that guy off
We require more minerals.
of a mineral that was far away. Okay, you want to do that because that's just a little bit better. Now we put our next guy onto our gas. We're going to build 1 more larva. Now you notice we've got the 2 buildings going. We're at 14 of 18. We're going to build 3 Overlords. We'll shift egg them. And I say that's just shift click up, shift an 8 to put them into my 8 group. Build another Overlord. Shift 8. Now we'll put 3 guys onto our gas. Have 1 more Overlord. Shift 8. And you notice I'm kind of putting the Overlords in places where they can scout. Spawning pool is done, so we're going to make our queen. Now we can start making Zerglings. First 2 or 3 rounds of Zerglings you want to put at your ramp, so if the guy tries to scout you. From what I've seen in low level, if they scout you, they don't really control their scout. Now we're almost at 100, so we're going to start taking guys off of the gas. Okay, then we're going to start our Zergling feed. Keep making Zerglings. Now after I get a couple at the front, I like to put a few of them in the lines just to kind of hide them out. Got our queen, we do the inject. I'm hotkeying her to 5. Keep making Zerglings. Shift clicking the Zergling eggs. So I'm shifting in 1 to put them into group 1. Still making our Zerglings, adding them to group 1. Notice our minerals are getting high now. Another Zergling. Now we get our pop, so we're going to inject again with our queen. Spend our 4 Zerglings. Now we look at our money. When we get to 300, we're going to build our expansion. Now that's the part that makes it not so all in, is that we're going to build that expansion so we can fall back on it, or we can use it as like a macro hatch. Queen, you got the pop again. Queen inject. Send off those larvae. Shift click them into 1. We're about done here. Now we're going to take our whole army. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to attack mode. I use grid, so that's T, and then left click. So these guys will attack anything on their way. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, we are still macroing up our little army. We're going to go ahead and add this guy here, that hatchery, onto our shift 4. Get back to our army and send them in. Now he should have a relatively good force at the top. Now I'm going to attack that rock because I don't like rocks. And now here, we're going to just pull back a little bit. Let's pull back, go back down the ramp just for the fun of it, and build some more drones to follow it. Pull our drones back out again. Jump back over. We'll hit here. We'll go down there, build another queen, and we'll go back to our army. Keep building into this army. Shift clicking them. Come back up. Now go into the mineral line. Just attack this mineral line. Build more guys behind it. But you see, you got to macro a little bit, have a little bit of fun. It's kind of cool. If you come up here and this is all blocked right here, then what you can do is you can take in if this is super blocked, then take all your lanes, put them back out here. And put one up here to kind of watch for when they expand. Move your overlord back so they can't snipe it if they do come out there. And then you can come up over here and just boom, take another expand. You've got your queen here that you just built, so you can add her onto your thing, your hotkey, hit 5 to inject her. Whoops. I don't know how to speed that up, but you can do your injections there. You can come back up, hit you a round of drones, go into drone production. You got the 3 bases going. Even though you sacrifice a little bit at the beginning, you do enough economic damage because you're either going to kill this base because they expanded early, or you could maybe flat out win if their macro is not solid. But regardless, you're probably going to be ahead, and even if you lost, you got to work your mechanics a little bit here, you got to expand a little bit, you got to move your army around, you got to get an upgrade, you got to do a few things, and you got to multitask. And most importantly, you had fun. That's the most important thing. And like I say, now that you have this up, you could go right in to grab your gas, go into roaches, whatever. I hope this helps some of you people have some fun. Remember, you do want to build those build order things too, because that's where it's going to be when you get in the higher rank. But at the lower rank, it's about having fun, building your mechanics, learning to multitask, learning to be aware about stuff, basically learning to play on the whole map. Anyway, this is Dylan. Hope this helped somebody out.